Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Transport Fever. You're joining me today standing on a bridge waiting for some trains to go by. Here comes one now. Oh, there's another one there. That's nice. I've made a few changes to the map, not a lot. I've done a few bits and pieces. I'll show you in a second what I've been up to. I've got some more ideas of things. I've come up with a plan for something really big, but not just yet. I think what we're going to do is sort out these lines here, because I want to start building around here and block this area in, but I don't want to do it until I've got the train lines in, because getting a train line through here afterwards would be impossible. Sorry about the camera movements again. I've continued these trees down here. I've put this country road in and I've started putting some lanes up here so I can have a lot of farms and stuff around. It's going to be more of this, you know, with the odd farm here and there and a few houses on the lanes, just to stop the AI from upgrading them. Built the road out here. I've started doing a bit of town planning. As you can see, I've also finished off the food line coming round here. I'll show you that in a sec. Just have a look at the town first. So it's going to spread out in its own natural way anyway. I just thought I'd give it a bit of encouragement. The main reason is because of this line. So we'll come out of the tunnel back here, run alongside the passengers line in parallel with this track, so you haven't got a train with one coming down either side. So the passenger trains should be overtaking the goods trains, especially later on. I'll get more powerful goods trains on here, but the passenger trains are going to be faster, but the goods trains are going to have a lot longer carriages on them, so that should make for some nice passing shots as the passenger trains sort of steadily make their way past the goods train going along. And the goods train comes in through this foresty bit and then low down through the town centre with what will be lots of buildings up here and around, so it's going to have its own little route through the town, over a little junction there, out to the station here. Trucks going here into town because it's going to be bringing food and stuff back. It comes, sorry, I'm going miles away. Comes back here, joins back up with this line, follows it along. I started preparing an area for some more farms and a couple of little houses and stuff. And then we come back along here, we do a switch over. I don't really like crossing the passenger lines, but I didn't want a big daft bridge going over it or anything. And then back into the station there. I've double slip switched this one in case I need to send it back to the depot. As if I do, it can just go down here and around that bit and into that depot. What else have I done? Oh yeah, I've been straightening this up a bit. I've done a bit more damage to this town. I've had to delete some more buildings. I didn't really want to. Excuse me. I didn't really want to, but I needed to get this road in. And as you can see, I've put tram tracks. I wanted to test it to see if I could actually get trams up and down here. But yeah, no collisions or anything. I've put a bus and tram stop in here. I've opened these areas back up again. I've decided I'm going to build on this side instead. So I'll let the AI build down here and then we'll get plenty of catchment for this station. I'll put another little bus stop in here. I'll explain that, what I've got planned for that later. I took out, there was a junction there, I took it out. The only reason it was there was so I was thinking if I needed to send any trains back to the station rather than going all the way around and coming back in that way, but it wasn't necessary, and it was causing a bit of a lump in the track, so I just got rid of it. Oh yeah, we'll go back down this way. So yeah, we've got tram tracks. Oh, just while I think about it, I'm going to run some buses up through the village. I'm not sure if I'm going to do in and all the way around and back again, or maybe just some up and around and then some down and around from there. But the bus routes to start off, I'm going to set the bus routes up today actually. Once I've got this industrial line in, I want to get a bus just running up into the town centre, and same here, just get a bus running up into the town centre here and back again. I need to start getting some passengers down here. I need to starting these to grow a bit. As you can see, I've blocked out an area here that I'm going to allow the AI to fill in. I'm going to fill around it with farms and all this sort of stuff again, and spread that down here. I've joined all the towns up, apart from that one. I haven't joined that one back up again yet. The main reason is I want to get the industrial lines in. There'll be a fair bit more work to do on this before I join this up somehow. I'm thinking of having a large road going right through the middle of the industrial area, so that all the traffic will be on that main road. Put plenty of routes out and around so that people can get to the factories and stuff that are out there. Because there will be functional buildings out there that's going to attract people. I want some traffic going down there. Okay, yeah, I did the coastal road as well. Most of it. I wanted a large road going all the way down. I need to sort this bit out and reconnect it again. I don't like this little junction there. I want it straight and not coming in. This goes down there. It's broken there because I haven't finished that bit yet. And I've come down to this town here. I'm just going around the town. The reason I've left this bit, mainly because I don't want to do any more damage to these buildings. I need to straighten this road out and make it into a large road so it meets up with this one as well, and then get it out this side of town. But I don't want to delete any more buildings. I've really wrecked this town. This is Barton on Sea. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we've only got a population of 43 now. That's the smallest town on the map now. It should start picking up once we get the passengers out of here, and get the bus routes set up coming through this, because there's loads of people in here. If we start getting them out onto the train lines, then the other villages will start to grow, the other towns. Yeah, I've not done anything over here apart from delete the road. What else was there? Oh yeah, I've done a bit of decorating on here. Chucked a load of rocks in and stuck a lighthouse on the top with a path going down. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a little dock or something. Have a little jetty with a boat out here or something. Yeah, I've not had to put any blockers in here again. The AI is not going to get anywhere near this. Just rocks everywhere. The reason there is so many rocks is because if you stick a few in, they'll stick out and hang out over the. There you go. You got some floaters here. So what I generally do, get the. Here's me rocks. Get the large ones. I'm just sticking a one in there and flip that around a bit. Stick that in there. And a couple in here like this. And you just keep doing that, and then use some smaller ones around the edges. You can easily get rid of any floaters. Takes a bit of work. And it's repetitive stuff again. I don't want to be showing you that. I'm sitting there for ages doing that before. We raised all the land up and everything, and sort of levelled it out again and raised it up again and added other bits and moved it around a bit. It looks good coming past on the train though. Yeah, quite happy with that little bit. As you can see, once you start adding stuff to the sand texture, it sort of breaks it up and doesn't look as, yeah, straight lines. Splats. Yeah, looks a bit of a mess at the moment. Once I fill all this in and add some rocks and various other things, I've got an idea for something. I'm not sure where to put it because it's going to take up a lot of room. I know it's going to be similar size to this, but it's not going to be like this. I'll figure out where it's going. But I was having a play around earlier and I sort of did a little part of it, and I was thinking of doing it here, but it's, yeah, for what I've got planned, it's going to take up a massive amount of room. I think what I'm going to do here is just put like a central park. There's the centre of the station, so like a plaza with paths going through. Maybe put some cafes in there and everything. Have it full of trees. Have it surrounded by fences, and then have a sort of make it a big long rectangle, and then hope the AI builds up around it so that eventually we can have, you know, high-rise buildings all the way around, and then keep a nice square park in the middle there. I think so anyway. You know, I was thinking about sort of things I could do for sort of the memorial of the battleground. I think maybe a park. You know, some fountains and stuff. I haven't got any statues or anything, those would be nice. What would really be handy if there's ever any developers watching this, or any modders or anything, that you can figure out how to do it. A zoning tool, you know, something to be able to say to the AI, no, you can't build here. You know, if I could just either paint it in or just click the corners or something and just create an area where the AI can't build, that would be idyllic. It would be fantastic, because it would have took me a fraction of the time to do this. Wouldn't have to be sticking in millions of bloody blockers everywhere, and, you know, look at the state of this now. No, you can't build here. It has to be done. It has to be done, otherwise the AI will mess everything up. Yeah, so we're meant to be building a line, aren't we? Right. Let's get some test ones out. Right. So we pause the game. So, I'm going to put the goods station in here. Now we want this plus one. Right, because what we want is... we want a track either side for... Can we have... I had to pause the game there and go and have a look what I did. Yeah, I can't remember what that was then. Good station plus. Right, so we want 3 tracks and 1 transit track. That was it. That way round. We want 480 metres. We're going to use the long one this time. Ooh. Terrain alignment collision. We want that second platform as well. That second street connection. Right, so let's get this on medium. Just keep it on medium. Let me just turn that down. I'm probably a bit loud there with that. Right. Let's just lower the land here a little bit. I had a problem getting this in last time as well. Connect up to there. No, okay. This can be a bit tricky at times. You need to make sure both your station entrances have got enough room to yeah. Right. I'm gonna fix this and I'm gonna be back in a second. Right, sorry about that. I had to faff about a bit there. Really lowering the land and levelling it and lowering it and levelling it. I got it in eventually. Oh. This game can be a bit of a pain at times. Stop complaining. Right. Yeah. Explain what I'm doing. So, passenger lines coming through here. There's a platform going to be unused here. The reason I wanted a 480 metre one in when I haven't got any anywhere else is because that line there is going to be, yeah, it's going to be my fuel line. I want a really long fuel train, or a couple of really long fuel trains going up and around and maybe over to here somewhere. Like I said, I did some things on the test map, and this was one of them. Just part of the route. Some of it I wasn't too keen on. Yeah, do we like that snaky bit? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so let's set this side up first. This is going to be the goods delivery, which is going to come out this way. If you're wondering what this is, by the way, it's ballast, and you can run it alongside your tracks, or use it to. You can use this to block the AI. It won't build through this at all. Might build on the other side of it. But if you stick a load of that in, I do use it from time to time for certain things. You have to remember to click the track when you load the game up as well, because otherwise you end up placing ballast by mistake. Yeah, I've done that a few times as well. Right, okay. So that's not too bad. Now, it's going to come out, not that one, come out to there. There, where it's straight, and then come out this way. I'll explain this again in a second. Now I want to come around. Ooh, not like that. I want it to. Don't want to give it that much room. We can keep it fairly slow. There, 40, that'll do. Do we want it dipping as well? Yeah, we need it. Build, delete. Okay, so we're going to allow some AI growth in and around this area. Sorry about dog in the background there. Let's turn all these things off. Forgot I'd reloaded the game up. Now this is going to be the tricky bit. Okay, so this is part of this looping system we've got. I'm going to join this up to the town. run some trucks up here into the town centre. What we need to do now is create another loop here. Let's get rid of these. Come back with that a bit later. We need to get a good station in. I'm thinking I've put it in a couple of different places here, trying it out. But I think the best location is here, even though up here is closer, but I need to create a little loop to come back. So we've got a loop, pick up, drop off, pick up, drop off. And we need to get a bridge over here. Right, so I want a good station here, but I want it raised up a bit. Don't need second street connection, it only needs to be one platform because it's only going to drop off here. Now have I left myself enough room for a loop? Because I want another line coming along past here that's going to come down to Barton and go to the docks. I don't think I've left myself enough room to get back around here. No, I haven't. Yeah, this is going to mess with my park. What do you think about this? I can always come around. In fact, I can always bring that line. Yeah. We don't need to come up this way. We can go around this, maybe this sort of direction. Come around the back of the park and maybe a tunnel here or something. Yeah, let's just keep this as a around and back again. Oops, no, keep it on the flat. Now these turnarounds are totally unnecessary. Do you need to do this? No, you can just have the train coming in and then go and, you know, split the line off. The problem with that is with him being so close to these stations, like if I was just running back and forward here, you'd only ever have two trains on it because the train needs to get the full way out of the station before the other one can even come in. Whereas with these looping systems, you've put enough signals on, you can have as many trains as you like. You can have them, you know, back to back pretty much. I know it's not very pretty. Do you mind? Try to record a video here. Right, so we're going to keep plenty of room out here. Maybe go underneath? Yeah. We'll go underneath put a few bridges in, and then put the park there. Allow the AI to grow up and around. And we'll probably fill this area in with some buildings and, you know, sort of like workshops and things, and give it a bit of scenery look. Now this is on the flat, but I know it's raised up because these are up. But it's not raised up enough. Now we need to come in onto these platforms here. Let's see if we can do it. What we need before I do that We need some straight tracks coming out. And the reason we need is because we're going to need some crossovers to get the trains onto the lines. Now you're not straight, are you? Yeah, I thought these were too wide. Why are the platforms not the width of the tracks? Why do they wiggle on the way out? And that just seems... it ain't right, is it? I want nice, neat, straight lines. Look, you've messed up my ballast. I've got a groove, and I can't get rid of it. I know, I've tried. Right, the reason we want some flat tracks coming out here is because we need to get a line over coming out from this depot here, so we can get trains out on all the routes. I don't want to be adding loads more depots. Yeah, I'm sticking loads of track in here, but this is all going to be my sidings and my goods yards. I'm going to block all this area in and sort of take over a large section here and completely block it again, so that we squeeze these towns in and around the outsides of them. Right, what are we up to? We need to get... Again, we need to get this track out. Now, we can switch a line over onto here, so we just need to pull over onto that track there. There, that'll do. Can we double switch? Yep. Right. Okay. So if we get a line out from here as well, that means we can get onto all platforms from that depot. So I'll do... Sorry, there's itchy chin there. When I hook these up with the industrial area, I'll make sure that all the tracks are crossing over at some point so that I can just send everything out from this depot. Right, now, how do we get out? I can delete these back a bit because they're going to go out that way. Now what we need to do is we need to come out and head towards those tracks. There's the junction, so... like that. Right, so that's flat, so hopefully it shouldn't create a bump. I'll say that. Do I want to go 1 or 2 here? How aggressive do we need to be? We need to be 2. Can we get onto that? New. Okay. So if I come back a bit further, we start coming up sooner. Let's try it now. Still not doing it. We need to start coming up sooner. We're going down here or something. No, I don't know. Right, let's go back to the station again. Right, let's go out this way. Curve it a bit. Let's come on the rise a bit. Let's start rising earlier. No! There. Right, there we go. Okay, let's get that in while we can. Now it does rise here, and I don't need it to. So let's take this back. Now we've got the bridge in here, we can just connect to that bit. Like that, and that. Now the bridge. How's that looking? It still looks like it's going up a bit, doesn't it? That looks better. Sorry about the erratic camera movement again. I'm just trying to see if it's relatively flat. Looks alright. Ah, yeah, plonker, you've gone the wrong side. Right. I'll do. Yeah. I do make the odd silly mistake now and again. Right. Oh, we're still on. Yeah, that's what we need. Let's get a bit of smoothing going on. Let's get rid of the ugliness. Yeah, hideous round here. Like I said, we're going to fix all this up, make it look a lot better. Need to get a road down here. Medium struggle tool can connect to there without a hideous wiggle. It's a rather steep bump. That's better. I don't think you're going to let me come off here straight though, are you? See if I can fix that. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes if you get those little really sharp dips, if you just delete the road and put it back in again, it'll fix it. Don't always do it, like I say, you need a bit of room. I've put a goods depot down here. He's within reach of the station. So what we'll do is we'll switch the truck route up then. Instead of coming from up here, then it'll come from down here and into the town centre. But as the town grows around here, obviously we'll be able to ship it out to other areas. Right, let's get some signals on this. Simply so we can keep the trains moving. I'm only going to put probably 2 on here to start with. Don't need one down here, but never mind. I'll do this route again in a bit and show you. I need to connect these streets up first. We did that one. Okay, so signal there and a signal there. Not stop them on the bridge. Not that they should ever be stopping at these signals. I don't think we're ever going to have that many trains on the go. Right, so we need to connect some of these up now, and we need to put this other line in. Right. I'm not going to put the whole line of this in, I'm just going to get this end in. If you're wondering why I'm looking this way, because because we're going underground. Well, not underground, we're hopefully going to stay on the flat. I got a tunnel in here before, I know I did. Yeah. I don't really care about the speed at this point. It's going to be pulling a big long chunk of oil carriages, so now that's coming out too close. Yeah, it's going to be a big long train full of oil. A 480 metre train. Let's get it on the flat. Now if we were to join up alongside there. Keep the speed up because we will be accelerating towards this point. At this point it's going to be slow coming out anyway. I think I might put some ballast in between those two. Get rid of a bit of this. Right, so that's where the oil train's going to come into. It's going to pick up oil from here. I'm going to put an oil well there, and then it's going to take it out and around to somewhere over this side, and then bring the fuel back. The fuel will get dropped off here, and this train that's coming round, that's taking the food and goods out, will pick up the fuel and bring it back. Take some down here, drop the rest off for being shipped out round there. Right. So I need to get that oil well in here. It needs to be within reach of the station. I don't want too much of a cliff next to the track. I don't want a ridiculous road coming down here either. No, that's the track you're trying to connect to. What's that look like? That's ridiculous. It don't matter, no traffic's ever going to go up there. Hey, what are you doing? Just, you know. Can you not do a straight road without doing something ridiculous? Oh. Really? Right, so yeah, we'll get a truck stop in here. That covers the station. I'll fix this land up a bit in a minute. I'll do it later off camera. Right, so them trucks can go up there now. Before I connect these roads, I just want to get these other lines out of the way. No, don't connect to that side. Yep. Right, so this one's going to be coming up. I think we'll change that one to ballast. Just simply, I don't like having a train going up with a train coming either side of you. You know, it just seems a bit dangerous. I like having a bit of a gap in between the tracks. That's what you normally get. Unless you're going into a station, of course, but then the trains are going slow. I have got a speed limited track mod, but it gives you absolutely tons of options on here. So I'm not switching it on yet because I don't need it. Trains we're running at the moment are really slow. I'm not going to have any faster trains till quite a bit later on. When we do get the faster trains though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit the speed of all of this. Like I said, when I build all of this depot up, I'm going to limit the speed to like 40 mile an hour or something, so that the trains don't go hurtling through in between the carriages and stuff. But I've got loads of mods I want to add on yet. Let's bring a bit more track down this way. I'm not going to connect this route up to anything, I just want to get it as far up here as I can. I don't mind the goods trains passing one another close by, because you do get goods trains doing that. And I tend to ride the passenger trains more often anyway. We don't want a tunnel there. Come back a bit. Let's take that up to there. Beyond the reach of the town. It's not going to expand down this way for quite some time. Right, let's have a look at this now. What do we need? Little bridge there. Let's get rid of this wonky bit. Ooh. That's not pretty, is it? Didn't like that. Have we got blockers in here or something? Oh, God, yeah, of course we have. No, you're not going to give me a bridge, are you? Damn it. Yeah, you start messing with something, you think it'd be easy to fix. Oh, I'm not going that high, that's ridiculous. If you get these spiky bits that you can't get rid of, then just make the smoothing tool smaller and smaller until you get them. I'm faffing again, aren't I? I do this a lot. See, look at that now, it worked. And I can lower it a bit. Let's come to there. Get you down on here. And we'll get rid of this wobbly bit. Let's see if we can get a road under there. We should be able to. I don't know where it's going to go to yet. What are you collisioning with? Got to be another blocker there somewhere. Yeah, what are you doing? Stop it. bunkers in here somewhere. Let's see where the road will go to. It's down the flat. We'll go there. Okay. We're too close to the station now. There's something in here. I really regret putting these in at times. You end up messing about so much just trying to get the roads fixed and stuff. Now we're going to risk a crossing here. Looks flat. No, need to change this now. Welcome to the millions and millions and millions of crossings I've got. That's part of that Joe Freed mod box. I only use these. So you got these are the British Railways crossings that I mentioned before. They open and close as the trains go by. You've got 2 track without the side gate. You've got 1 track without the side gate. 1 track with the side gate and 2 track with the side gate. So this is a single track. So all the gates are aligned, and it's got the side gates on if you're using town routes. If you're crossing over country roads and you turn the side gates off because there's no footpaths on these. Where were we? We're over here somewhere. Well, it looks relatively flat. I don't think I've got a bump there. That's rising. If it's rising, you delete half and then come out from the station. This is also how you line them up to make sure you get them perfectly straight. Get us on the flat. Get a bit away. That's still going down though, even though it says it's flat. Right, they're lined up. Somewhere here that doesn't cause too much of a bump. I'll delete all that way. There we go. Now we can get some buildings down here as well. Do we go for another one here? Raised up a bit, so that's a bit too close. So if we try again from here, keep it nice and flat. And you need to get at a right angle, otherwise they just don't work properly. I never use any of these. 1 track with side gates. Now we're connected, so I'm going to fill in this area, and then that leaves the AI limited room to grow out of here. We might have to sort of extend this a bit, because I've got a feeling if we enclose it too much it's going to start popping up over the other side. But I'm hoping it's going to push down towards the station, especially once we get the buses on the go. Right, we just need to connect up this now. Eee. No. Just do a normal road, thank you. Well, actually I didn't need to connect that up for any reason, it's just if the AI starts spreading. Right, let's get this route sorted out. Routes. We need a new route. Pink, lovely. So we're going to go from the goods depot to here. from the goods depot to here, then the goods depot, and then here. What have I done wrong there? Hang on. Start that again. Right, we're going to go from the goods depot to here, and we're going to go back to the goods depot to here. That's it. And now that that's working, what I did with the main line is I went and locked in all the platforms. The imaginatively named the main line. Yeah, once I got it fixed, I locked them all in, so now it either works or it doesn't. If I mess the route up, we're not going to have any shenanigans with trains going the wrong way. Because last time I ended up with like 6 trains following one another really closely. I had to go and spread them all out a bit. So we're getting a few routes up and running. I've got the route in for the food line, but I haven't put any trains on that one yet. Right, what we need to do is we need to switch up these goods lines. So you're going to be Wednesbury and Hambley goods transfer. Right, so let's go get a few trains. Do you know what? I'm going to get 4 on here. 1, 2, 3. We're only going to put 4 on because of that slope there. They're going to be slow going up there. You know what? 6. Just till we get it up and running. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to set them 2 on the food production line, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Full enough. I was thinking this long line out here needs some. It's got a bit of a dip going down through that tunnel and then back up again, so I want it going quick, but it needs to carry more. Yeah, let's get 6 on there. And let's 1, 2, 5, 6. And you're on the lakeside goods transfer. Right. So now what we need to do is fast forward it a little bit. Have we done all the right? Have we done all the stuff we need to do? Is that all connected up? Six trains on there. Probably too much at the moment. Mind you, I've stuck another 2 on this line, and I've stuck 6 on that line as well, so we should start seeing some movement. I just want to get this train in here because I want to see if it unloads here or on the station. These are going, so stuff the goods on here as well. Right, so it's loaded up. There's loads waiting up here now. Excellent. We've got food waiting here as well, so another 2 trains on there are going to really ramp up. Especially once we get... I'm going to get the game running soon, properly. I'm doing a lot of the building while I'm paused, obviously, this sort of stuff. And if I'm doing any in-town building, I need to pause because otherwise the AI starts building stuff or you'll try to build things. But I just wanted to get this lot in. Yeah. Now that this lot's in place, and get this train line going a bit further up here, I can start sort of building, start thinking about what I'm doing with my industry. What happened? Did he drop that? I wasn't paying attention. Actually, do you know what? If we change up these lines now, so you're not going to Wednesbury Exchange anymore, you're going to Upper Hamlet and there. And you are from Wednesbury Central to Wednesbury Holt. Right, that's shorter routes. Now there's nothing waiting, where's that gone? It's gone onto there. There we go, perfect. That was excellent, just changing them routes up as switch the cargo over. I thought I was going to lose it. Yeah, it's not a lot there, it's only 11, but at least it's going to be moving. Let's see how he does on this on this bridge here. A bit of a dippy lump there I saw. 20, 19, 20. That's alright, that's not too bad. Can only do 37 anyway, so I should get that lot moving. Yeah, let's go back to normal speed. I just wanted to get things on the move then. So look, we've got a lot more trains on the go. I need some more trains on the main line. It's a 12-minute frequency, which is not good. You need to be below 10 minutes really. Ideally you want to be about 4 or 5 minute frequency to get the most profit. But we haven't got the passengers, so I need to start getting more passengers to the station. Once the station starts filling up, I can stick some more trains on. Again, I'm not running with the costs on yet. Like I said, I will stick them on, but for the moment I'm just going to burn through too much money. And sitting and placing, 400 pork barrels and then deleting them all is kind of hard work on my finger, Right, where's... I'm just going to stick a couple of bus stops up here. These are going to do a U-turn in the road to start with. I wouldn't normally do that, but I just want to get some people up and down from the town centre. Oh no, they're not. It's doing a weird route. Okay. What have I put there? That wasn't an L. Omnibus and Wednesbury bus. Let's go sort this one out. This one's coming from here to here. Okay, so that's done a roundabout. We are going to extend these bus routes. I'm going to have it coming some way down and doing a circle and then back out again, back to the station and then back and around the other way. And the same with this one. So we'll have them overlapping around the green there, and that way if anybody wants to get a bus, I was thinking of having a route going all the way through, but then you will get some passengers that want to go all the way to the other end or to the train station or something, and you'll end up with loads of people waiting at the bus stops, and 1 or 2 people getting off, 1 or 2 people getting on. So I think an overlapping route in the middle will be good, because then everybody will get off if they want to go further and get on the buses going the other way. and same the other way. But for now, we're just going to stick some stagecoaches on here. They're not very long routes. Let's stick 4 on each. Hambley bus, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wednesbury bus. Do you know what as well? I've set this trains going on here, haven't I? Yeah, I need to set some nope, that's tram depot. I've put some tram lines in here around. I'm going to put a tram going around here once it starts expanding. Don't need it yet though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to be on Hambley Food Delivery. No, you're not. This is not Hambley, this is Lakeside. Oops. I haven't even set the route up, that's why. Oh my god. Really? Come on. Get with the programme. I've put a stop there. There it is. Lakeside goods delivery. Okay, so you on Lakeside. You on Lakeside. Oh, we're sending them for a ride around the map there. I was considering just using, you know, the one sort of depot, but I didn't want to have tram lines going down the country roads for a start, and you have to have one bus and one truck and one tram depot. I didn't want to send the carriages down there either, because it would have took them about half an hour to even start the route. Okay, that was nearly an error. Right, there we go. They're on the road. Right, so these trains should start bringing some stuff back with them. And they should supplement this route. We've now got 3 trains going around here. We've got a couple of buses on the go here. Did we set these? Where did we set the buses off from? Freeze there. We've got the buses going, don't we? Maybe if I had them on, I might be able to tell. There we go. So we've got trucks coming in there. Little horse and carriages are coming down here. These are going to start bringing some passengers to the station. Now we've got this in, we can allow the AI to start expanding now. So, you know what I was saying about this having the catchment area as well? I don't know what I was thinking. It's because, speak English, man. It's because I was going to put a truck depot in here and truck the food back and stuff that way, so it would have needed to pick up. Well, then I changed my mind and had this looping system, bringing it over to this side instead. So I've just set this to unload only at this stop, so it'll never pick anything up. There will never be anything waiting for it. It was just like sort of mistake on my part, that. So, ooh, let's go play. Let's go through the Narra Tunnel. Not been through here yet. No, it's not too bad. It's quite tall. Not when you're sticking your arms out the side. You're sticking your head out the window to have a look. It's not a passenger train though, is it? It's doing 38, so we're starting to go on the incline. Let's have a look, see if there's any passenger trains coming up this way. Have we got a passenger line going to catch it? No. already past all the animals by the time we get out of here. I'm going to put some more fields and stuff along the side. I've got some ideas for some things for later on as well. Some nice novelty scenery. You get to see the castle? Oh yeah, there's the castle just peeping behind the trees. See that even better on the train. I might have to take a few of these trees out yet. I haven't ridden the trains too much. Press the right button at least. I'd do this a lot better with that other camera. But that other camera is a pain to use. Right, so what's the plan for the next time? Yeah, you tell me. I'm not really sure. I'm going to start playing the game from now on though. I'm going to let the game run. Now I've got these lines in. These were the things that were holding me back more than anything. I want to do a lot more decoration and stuff. Make some nice scenery and things. But some of this stuff I need to get built before I can really get on with the scenery, because rather than, I mean, if I was playing the game normally with the costs on and everything, you know, the towns grow up, you build, you join them up one by one, and then you build things, and then later on the way the towns build dictate how you build around them. I don't want to do that. I want to dictate how the way the towns build. Like I said, I'd love something that I could just tell the AI to leave alone. You know, don't build here, don't upgrade these roads, don't change anything. Sometimes you want your roads upgrading. This is why this placeable building mod can be a bit of a pain, because if you use it and then it starts causing you these collisions and things, then you can't alter things afterwards. If you delete this road now, you can't put it back. You know, you've got to find out what's colliding, and it's that tree over there and that tree over there which belongs to that house, and that tree belongs to that house, so you've got to delete those two houses, and even then it might not work. No, look, there's another two collisions down here, so you've got to delete those two houses as well. And then if you do get the road back in and you put the houses back in, you don't always get the collision again, which is why I've got a space there that needs sorting out. I did stick the blockers in there though. I've not fixed this side up yet, but I'm not too worried about that because it's too far away from where the AI is going to be building anyway, so I don't think it's really going to be an issue. You know, maybe later on as the cities get really big. I don't know how far I'm going to be able to run it, especially with the amount of detail I'm going to put into the map. You know, I'll probably get to the point where at a certain point down the line I'll just be able to do the flying camera and stuff, not actually be able to really build much, so I want to get as much built early on as possible, you know, and then we can sit back and ride the trains and upgrade them and stuff. And yeah, so I think we'll call it a day. We'll get on with some more stuff tomorrow. I have put good stations in here, haven't I? Yeah. I did actually. Do you know I have and all? I knew it. Yo, plonker, that was a passenger station. 320 metre curvy. I was just going to say, I sometimes have a habit of putting passenger stations in where the good stations should be, just by mistake and not thinking about it. And what did I do? I stuck a... I'm going to stop saying that. I stuck a passenger station in there. Oh. You know, I've sat there before on maps ages and ages ago when I first started playing the game. I'm wondering why the goods are only picking up at one side. I've been trying to transfer stuff going both ways, and then I've realised I've got a passenger station. You can drop goods off at a passenger station, but you can't pick them up. And I don't drop goods off at passenger stations anyway. It just, yeah, that's not right. You can drop goods off at bus stops. I don't do that either. I'll have a truck stop. That's why I've got these little mini truck stops. I won't drop goods off at bus stops. It just doesn't seem right. So, yeah, okay. Call it a day. Thanks very much for watching. You've been watching Off the Rails. Good night.